Hello and welcome to the TechHub.training car rental expense reporting challenge solution. You are to assume the role of being in a small accounting firm as an employee helping a small car rental company automate some of their expense reporting within an Excel sheet. So we're going to go ahead and look at what the Excel sheet that the company is currently using, and it's got a couple of sheets here. And so basically what we're wanting to do is take this sheet and organize the expenses that will automatically pull from this sheet into here, and it will read by vehicle name and category of expense. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into this, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first step is we need to create a new worksheet, and we need to get some of the cars in there. And so what I'm going to do here is copy this car. I'm going to transpose paste this. I'm going to get number and vehicle name. And I'm just going to go on to, got that, and then we want to add a general for our drop downs. So this will help us make our drop down menu. You see here, we're going to go ahead and insert this and get our vehicles assigned here. And we're going to go ahead and do data tools, data validation, and we want to only allow these numbers within a list, and we're going to pick our source here only from that list. But we're going to do something here that is going to let us update. We're going to call this a vehicle list. And now, well, first we need to save this as a macro enabled book. I'm going to go ahead and just save this here as an XLSM. So now we need to go to the developer tab and get some VBA going for the vehicle list. And so what we're trying to do is basically get to where you can hit add a button where you can hit add a vehicle, and we can put a new vehicle name in, and that's not going to alter our it will automatically update our drop down menus. So we're going to go ahead and try that. I've got the code here in the hint. I'm just going to copy and paste it straight from here. Just a second. Pasted. I'm going to save that. I'm going to delete that. Now we're going to insert a button. Vehicle, that looks a little big to me, so I'm just going to shrink that. Okay, but now we're going to go ahead and enter that. So just to show you that it works, delete this, go to expense by car, or fleet expenses, I mean. So you see all that in the general, and then I'm going to try adding a car name it cool car. Try this again. Cool car is already in the drop down. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. So as cars are continuing to be purchased or sold, that we could easily edit this drop down menu. Okay, so that step is done. And we're going to go ahead and do something similar for the banks. So we just have these two bank accounts. I'm going to name this over here. I'm going to rename it account list. I'm going to go number, name, 2, just paste it. Copy those, paste those. Good to go. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Data, list, source, account list. So we could do the macro there as well, but since there's only two accounts, we're just going to put those as that for now. Now we want to do another one here. I'm missing one there too. That's going to be gas. So we're going to go ahead and go enter value. Only want it on the list again. And then we're going to go ahead and just grab it from here. We only want those to be used. So now we have the drop down. Let's test it out. Gas. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and plug these in. For escape, general, outback, Captiva. I'm just going to assume that's the outback. Escape 2, Forester 1, general, outback. That's a general, that's another general, and then Dodge, outback. Okay, we got that updated. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some VBA again. Developer tab, Visual Basic. What we're trying to do is on that sheet to be able to add a new expense, and we want it at the top where we can just add new expenses without having to enter rows, and that'll make it a lot easier when automating some of this stuff. So gonna copy the VBA again into here. That gives us a new thing. That's our name. Save it. Exit. So we want to flip this. We want the newest stuff first. Okay. Insert button. We want this one. New expense. So we want it to add a new row and keep all the drop down menus, which it did. So that works. So we got that next steps 2 and 3 and 4 done. So okay, so now what we need to do, I'm gonna go ahead and take this row out. this actually. We don't want this to move the cells. Yep, okay, we got that now. Okay, now what we need to do here is we want to make to flow in here. So we're going to use a sum ifs function. Some ifs. So the way sum ifs works is we need the expenses, so we need the sum range. And for the way for this to work automatically to where it updates, we need to include the top here. So we're going to go ahead and sum range, lock it, criteria range. We're going to go ahead and start with the vehicle first. And then the vehicle criteria first will be the Subaru Outback. And then we need to get the categories. Lock that. The criteria 2 will be gas. And then we'll go ahead and just do that for now. We're going to go ahead and put dates in later, but that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and lock. So that's what gives us that. Now what we need though is we need to add in the dates. We need to get that. And so we're going to go ahead and start date and date. We're going to just test 1/1/2024, 1 January 31st, 2024. Want to make sure those are marked as dates. Yep. Want to make sure these are marked as dates. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Now we're going to go ahead and add the date function. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take the date thing, lock it, and then we need to set the criteria. And so the criteria is going to go, forgot about. We want it to be, got a specific format we got to do. I have it set up in your hints, but it needs to be greater than or equal to summary by car. Take that out for a second. You need that specific format, and then we can set the date. And I lock that too. And then we'll do the same thing for less than or equal to. Less than or equal to, and lock that. Okay, now I need to push this and do all the different ranks. So I need this to be, I need it to stay in C3, or stay in row C. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a lock there, and then I need this to stay in column 7. Put a lock there. Okay. Lock the wrong thing there. Sorry, I left that the opposite way. So stay in column C, stay in row 3. There we go. Get a sum total. And then I need to do something similar here. For general expenses, I need the sum range to be this. I need that, and then the criteria is going to be general. And then I need to do the date thing as well. So when we start adding some new things, I'm just going to go ahead and close that and then copy one. And okay, so now just to test this, I'm going to sum up these two. $1,000 and $7. I'm going to sum up that. Yep, that's the same. Okay, so formula works. Now we compared that. Now we need to add a few new expenses here. So we're going to go ahead and test this out. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 coming in. And so first is insurance. For the Kia Sorento. The second is insurance for the Fiat 500, I think, right? And the last is parking for the Subaru Outback. We'll just say this is a SLC airport. Just changing things a little bit. Okay, so we got the Kia Sorento, we got the Fiat, and we got the Outback. The category would be insurance, parking. Dollar amounts listed. We got 100. We got 99. We got $3. For dates, we got February 4th, 2024. We got February 1st, 2024. And we got January 20th. Go on Discover, Bank of America. Okay. All of those New entries are now in. As we can see here, that we don't see the 199 for the Kia, for the Fiat 100 for insurance. But if we change this, so let's say we're going to February 28th, then we got those in there, and let's test it one more time, just during the month of February, and that's good to go. Okay, that's it. Should be helpful to help someone with a car thing automate their expense reporting.